Thanks, Carl. Let's bring in the chairman of the Republican National Committee, Reince Priebus. He joins us from Wisconsin. Mr. Chairman, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Brett. Happy to be on.
What do you think is getting accomplished here, and do you think you're having success?
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, we're showing, I think, at least some of the folks in the media that we're not going to have a party here that just sits around and gets slapped around and acts like nothing's wrong. I actually think that we've got a big problem if CNN and NBC think that they're going to put together promotional movies and miniseries promoting Hillary Clinton, and that the Republican Party is just going to go along and get along. And I just want them to know before they move on too far along the project that if they continue to move along and they actually follow through with these movies, that the Republican National Committee is not going to partner with them when it comes to picking a nominee for our party in 2016. And I think it's a pretty reasonable place for me to be, Brett.
We just heard in Carl's piece some statements from some at NBC, particularly about the decision-making process there. Do you think either NBC or CNN are going to back down about these movies?
Well, look, you know, they're trying to make the case that their entertainment division isn't a news division, so this isn't fair. The fact is, it's a distinction without a difference. I mean, just the other day, NBC News was tweeting about Barack Obama being on Jay Leno. Well, you know, it doesn't stop him there. Brian Williams is on the same channel as Jay Leno and Sunday Night Football. The fact is, the parent companies are choosing to promote Hillary Clinton when they know darn well that she's getting ready to run for president. And you know what? There's going to be plenty of time for these news companies to do all the movies and documentaries about Hillary Clinton if she doesn't run, if she does run and loses, does run and wins. We'll have a long time for these movies, Brett. There's no reason for them to do it now other than to build them up in the cult of personality of Hillary Clinton.
We heard this discussion this morning, and you were on MSNBC, and you said this at the end of that discussion.
I have to choose moderators that are actually interested in the Republican Party and our nominees. I mean, it's not going to be NBC if they continue to go forward with this miniseries.
Mr. Chairman, you said you have to choose moderators. Do you really believe that you're going to choose the moderators in all these debates?
No, I think that collectively, though, the Republican Party as a whole, the Republican National Committee has a responsibility to get control over this debate calendar, the debate partners, the moderators. I think that we need to have a say in who these folks are. Look, my point is this. I'm not going to sit around and allow our nominees to be deposed by people that are in the business of purposely trying to make news, of slicing and dicing our candidates to make news at our expense of the party and at the expense of our candidates. I think it's malpractice. I think our base has had it with this. And if anything, Brett, I will tell you the base of our party, now they're happy that we are taking a stand on this, but if there's any criticism of the party from our base, it's the fact that we haven't done this soon enough. I mean, that's the truth, and that's where we're at.
We were criticized at Fox News for some pretty tough questioning in the Republican primary. You're not looking to get out of having candidates answer tough questions, are you?
Of course not. Of course not. But what I'm not interested in, though, is are promoting companies that are in the business of promoting our opponents. I mean, it's one thing to have tough questions. It's one thing to have debate moderators that are going to dish it out and make things tough. That's okay. That's not the point. But then to say that we're going to have companies that are producing the debates that ultimately have a big say in choosing our nominees, that are now spending millions of dollars in promoting Hillary Clinton 2 years before an election, I think it's ridiculous. And I think it's about time that our party stands up and says, look, you want to move along that road, you go ahead and do it, but you're going to do it without us. And so I think that this is a stand that we have to take.
Hopefully somebody can answer the phone there at the newsroom. Last thing, do you think that they are going to back down because of this stand that you've made this week?
No, I don't think they're going to back down. I mean, they may try to do something where they put it on a different cable channel or something like that. But I don't expect them to back down, and I don't expect the RNC to back down either. I expect them to move forward, and we will move forward, and we will cut them out.
The chairman of the Republican National Committee, Reince Priebus, thank you very much for your time.